Hey everyone, Zinja here, and today I'm going to be telling you a fast and easy way to get the 8-bit specialist calling cards done. These are obtained by activating contracts in the special contracts menu. There are 6 calling cards and must be activated one at a time. If you have made some progress in a contract, do not switch to another one because all the progress of the previous contract will be lost. I will go over some generalized tips first and then do the class specific ones. Firstly, you want to use specialist abilities instead of specialist weapons because you want to focus on only getting kills with your gun. Specialist abilities will help you get that more easily as they give you an advantage over your enemy. Heatwave is an amazing ability for the challenge. The next tip is to use support streaks. Support streaks like UAV and counter UAV give you an edge over the enemy, again helping you get more gun kills. There's no harm in running lethal score streaks, but if you're trying to go for this challenge, I'd recommend you stick to support streaks for the most part. Now for each weapon class. The first class I will be going over are the SMGs. You need to get 650 kills with any SMG for completing this challenge. I use the VMP for this, but you could use any SMG you prefer. My class is on screen. I have quick draw, grip and extended mags on as my attachments. For my perks, I've gone with Ghost, Fast Hands, Hardwired and Dead Silence. This class works on most game modes as you won't need to worry about getting painted on the radar with the constant UAV spam. Fast Hands allows you to pull up your gun faster after sprint. Hardwired will keep you safe from the trip mines, shock charges and will even keep you immune to the counter UAV. Dead Silence is for keeping quiet and helps in flanking, though you could replace it for Blast Suppressor if you wish. You can change the class around to suit your preferences. Try being overly aggressive while playing, as with the class mentioned, you should be immune to most annoying things in Black Ops 3. Try to get as many kills as possible. Don't focus too much on getting streaks as you may end up playing passively and not getting the kills you could potentially get. The next weapon class is the Assault Rifles. You need to get 650 kills with any assault rifle to complete this challenge. I use the KN44 for this challenge. I definitely recommend this gun as it is very underrated. It fits a run and gun aggressive playstyle, perfect for completing this challenge. The class I used is on screen. I'm using the same perks as the SMG class. For my attachments, I have quick draw, stock and fast mags. This attachment loadout allows me to have maximum mobility with an AR so that I can flank around and be aggressive to get the kills fast enough. The shotguns are the weapon class we'll be focusing on now. You need to get 600 kills with any shotgun to complete this challenge. I use the KRM262 for this challenge, though the best weapon to use for this challenge would be the 205 Red G. But it's just that I like pump action shotguns, hence why I chose the KRM. The perk setup is quite the same, except that I've replaced Dead Silence with Gung Ho, so that I can shoot while sprinting. The attachments I put on are extended mags, fast mags and rapid fire. This attachment setup works for any shotguns. Shotguns require you to play even more aggressively, so just run around like a madman, killing everything in sight. Now for the LMGs. You need 600 kills with any LMG to get this challenge done. I use the Dingo for this challenge, though any LMG will do depending on your preference. For the attachments, I took grip, stock and extended mags. My perk setup was exactly like the SMGs and the ARs. You might need to play a little bit more defensively with the LMGs as they do not have the best mobility. Try holding down choke points at a distance. That should get you a lot of kills and you won't even need to move around too much. The snipers, the toughest class to use. You have to get 400 kills with any sniper to complete this challenge. When you pick up a sniper, just know that you're already at a disadvantage. So you have to think 10 steps ahead of your enemy. Predictions are key when using a sniper, because if you know an enemy will come through that doorway, you can either aim down sights and blow his head off, or you can quick scope him to add insult to injury. The class I used is on screen. Rapid fire is essential on snipers. Since you miss your first shot, you're almost guaranteed dead. But there is a chance your opponent did not notice you, or their aim could be really bad. So being able to fire off another shot as soon as possible is important. I chose the Varric sight since I find that the easiest sight to use, but you can go with whatever you prefer. I kept a pistol in my back pocket just in case I'm in a good spot and I need to defend myself, because that spot could lead to many sniper kills, especially on Nuketown, where you can look directly into their spawn and pick them off as soon as they spawn. I use the same perks, but you can change it to your liking. The last but not the least, the melee weapons. You need to get 400 kills with any melee weapon to finally get over with this. Melee weapons are just knife reskins, so use whatever you like. I use the buzz cut, though that doesn't really make too much of a difference. My perk setup is quite the same, except I added awareness on there and I took 2 concussion grenades. You will need to completely change up your playstyle. When you use a melee weapon, don't go to the enemy, let the enemy come to you. You have to have a lot of situational awareness. Know where the enemies are going to rush through, so you sit in a corner over there and wait for them. And as soon as they're there, knock them out. Concussion grenades will help you too. Keep spamming them. These tips and tricks should help you get that calling card pretty quickly. Use the weapons you dislike first and then go on to the weapons you like. You do not need to complete them in any order. Do you have any other tips? Leave them in the comments below. This has been Zinja. Thanks for watching and goodbye.